Alright, hello, Scooper Troopers. I am sweaty. Here's what's happening. I'm not gonna look at the camera this entire time. I am just going to make up for not making a vlog yesterday and talk about my day. This video is probably going to be 22 minutes long because of course I can't turn off the video while I'm driving. So we're just going to have to I don't know. You're just going to have to listen to me speak for 22 minutes, I freaking guess. So let me turn on my humidity thing. Yep. Actually, I would love some air right now. Thanks. Anyway, that's definitely not great for sound quality. But I am dying. So is my car, Jared. Okay, so essentially I just pulled out my charger. Essentially, yesterday was crazy. Yesterday, you know how, like I said, I didn't get any sleep in the morning. It was like 5 a.m. I said I'm gonna drive home, but I also said I wanted to do all those things. Here's what I did yesterday. I got my mom from work, of course, and that's for sure. That's definite. I definitely did that. But let's see. After getting mom, did I get mom? Did she even have work yesterday? What is today? No, yesterday was my day off. What am I talking about? After I got home from work, I went to bed and woke up at 1. Guys, what was I talking about? I thought I had work yesterday? Anyway, that was weird. Caution white turns. Me too. I don't know what that means. But, ooh, hand angle. So, basically, you guys, whoever's listening to me, I'm gonna say you guys, because who knows who's watching me. You're gonna hear a lot of ums and because, of course, I'm trying to be safe and look at the road. Luckily, my drive home has, like, no traffic ever. Unfortunately. Just kidding. But, anyhow. So, essentially, I don't know why I thought I worked. Probably because I worked last night and I worked yesterday, but I didn't work during the day, so I have no clue what that was about. But, basically, essentially, those are going to be the main words you hear today. So, I slept until 1 p.m. And after waking up at 1 p.m., which was only like 5 hours, that was me 5 hours of sleep, or whatever, 6 hours of sleep to make up for 24 hours of no sleep is a little odd, because how is that making up for anything? Not even that, but, I mean, okay, it wasn't bad. Yesterday, after I woke up, I watched Pokemon with Mom. I decided to go buy myself a steak. Today is my pay week, dude. So I decided to go buy myself a steak and some potatoes to go with it. And I got some treats, some snacks, some yummies, right? And then I decided at 12/1 to go to bed for work. That would give me a good 6 hours to sleep before work. Tell me why there was a tornado warning yesterday. There was like a bad storm. Now listen, I was worried since I had already slept that during the day that I wasn't going to sleep. So I took 2 allergy pills because Mom said, yeah, you could do that to go to sleep. I said, okay. So I was, like asleep. I was asleep. So when Mom woke me up and I heard fucking sirens, and she was like, get in the bathroom with us. Dude, the first of all, I brought my blanket with me into the bathroom. And our bathroom was like tiny, can fit the 4 people that were in there. And I brought my kitten in with me too, because I think I was still slightly awake. And I had now gotten like an hour and a half of sleep at this point. So So I'm sitting up against the door and just snoozing against the door. But this is while Mom is trying to be quiet, Dave is trying to be quiet, and Alex is listening to a YouTube video quietly, and the boys are trying to quietly talk. But both of them are men, and we're in a bathroom. So the acoustics and their voice is just, you know, very loud. I don't know what they were thinking. But you know, it's fine. We're in the bathroom. Maybe I don't deserve to sleep in the bathroom. So basically, we get out. It's been like 20 minutes. Awesome. You know, I was sleeping a little bit. I think I was awake, but trying to sleep. So, who is this guy in front of me? He's like drunk or something. My bad. This is me in real life anyway. I just talk while driving. But, essentially, I went and laid down in my bed not 20 minutes, and there was another storm alert, and I heard it. Instead of being the one this time. Oh, there's a bumblebee. Hey, little guy, I hope you're not dead, but also don't fly in my car. I'll pee myself. Sorry, y'all. He's been there since yesterday now, but he looks like he's still alive. Anyway, I don't like bees. If this one could kindly step off, that'd be epic. Just so you guys know, Jared's right side window doesn't close when it's wet. So it's really not a great situation. So you kind of gotta like down up. Because like somehow that helps. And also, it doesn't really, it's not that it doesn't just close when it's wet, but this car, ooh, no, sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm driving safely, so definitely not sorry for doing that. Anyhow, not 20 minutes later, and I'm called back in again. This time, I'm in the bathtub. I put my blanket in the bathtub, and then I told them that I was just gonna stay in there. And so here's what happened. I think I slept in the bathtub for like 30 minutes. Mom tapped me and was like, "It's over, you wanna go back to bed?" And I was like, "I'll just sleep in here." She made me go back in my room. And it ended up that there was not another storm warning. But I think that took a good chunk out of my, what is this school bus doing? Dude, would you like to be a bus and also drive good? I would like to be a bus and also drive good. And also drive good? I say more worried this time. No, I would only like to be a bus. And that is my thoughts on probably what that guy was thinking just now. Anyhow, I did end up sleeping, and I woke up, and I didn't feel too bad, I'm not gonna lie. I think I had a few bites of my leftover Taco Bell burritos. Sorry, that bee is getting more and more lively, but I am just desperately trying to roll up my window. It's nothing against you. It's really just your species. I love you. I know you can't hurt me, but if you start buzzing around in my car, I might melt into a sopping wet dish rag. Oh my god, guys. Actually, I'm gonna have to slow down. Guys, instead of telling you this, I'm catching it on camera. Oh. Never mind, he's gone! The fuck? The air said, took him away. The air was not playing around, guys. No worries, with the road that I'm on right now, this really is a back road. No one takes it. And also, the speed limit is like 20. It's not 20. That's a little bit of a hyperbolization. But anyway, I have stopped many times in this road just to be like, is there a deer? So it's a good thing that I was stopped and slow, trying to get that bee away. But what was happening with this bee was he was grabbing onto my windshield. And as soon as he grabbed onto the windshield, which by the way, he was doing good just on the windowsill. He was just on that bottom part where it rolls up. And he didn't have to grab the window, but he did. And as soon as his whole body was off of the sill and on the window, he flew. He was away. Not flying like he wanted to fly, more like the wind was carrying him where he did not want to go. So that's epic. Saucy moment. Anyhow, I woke up and it was fine. It was fine and dandy. I think I had some Nutter Butter. I ate my medicine. I took my medicine. Awesome. I made sure I had everything. I did not forget anything today. So cool. We love when that happens. And they put me in aerosol. Awesome. I love doing aerosol. There's some cold air back there. We're usually just with you and another person, and usually exempt today. Usually you are put with a person who knows what they're doing. Guys, it was most of the night was fine. This is how this always works. Most of the night is fine, and the last like 4 hours you are just... So, I didn't even notice, I guess y'all don't really know how my job works, but I don't care. I didn't really notice that he was only doing the last 2 bays, which means that he was only doing the totes in those last 2 bays. And while that meant he got to get rid of the totes and put them away so that they put up our percent, that would be the easiest for me because I'm scared now that he wouldn't bring in enough totes to have gotten this done. And for some context, you know, of course, whoever's watching this, you've noticed that I get off at like 4, 5, 6 at the latest. And of course, holidays are coming up, so we're going to start doing 12 soon. But with the volume that we had today, we should have been able to get off at 6. Maybe even 5. But AKL was not bringing their A game today because they made it so we need to get off at 7. But aerosol should have gotten done a little sooner than that. We were way behind. Like, I don't know. So basically, we were only like 70% by the time it was 5, which is worrying. And I had, I had 5 of the 7 bays. Didn't even think about it because I was just jamming and that's how much I can handle. I had 5 of the 7 bays, didn't even notice it until this very nice guy from Flam comes and is like, you know, why are you guys so behind, blah, blah, blah. And then he was talking about how the other guy who was supposed to be helping was gone. And I was like, yeah, he's been gone for a while. Apparently he took the boxes and stuff, which it wasn't full yet. No, wait, I take it back. The first time he took it, it was full. He didn't know how to do it, so I told him how to do it. He went there, saw a sign, came back, was like, hey, this says not to use it. And I'm like, no, you're authorized to use it. It says, don't use if not authorized. It says, you know, whatever. It's just saying that if you're authorized, you can use it. If you're not, you can't. Of course, he's authorized. We are the ones who use that area. But he came back, which was fine. All right, go back and put those in. That's all right. But then he comes back and gets the one that's supposed to be emptied at the end of the day and doesn't even tell anyone and just goes and takes it. And now it's just me and the other guy doing the whole line together, which is fine because that's how we've been doing it all night. But now we're trying to kick ass because we want to go home. It is now looking like, what is it called? Abysmal? Is that what the word is? What I'm trying to say is dismal. That's what it was. It was looking grim. Okay? What it was looking like was, hey, why are we leaving at 7 today? Aerosol is not meant to be leaving at 7, man. But, I mean, okay, they can be. But what's supposed to happen is aerosol's supposed to get done and then go help AKL. So that AKL can get done faster. Ow. So, I don't know. And then, even when there was the other guy who was good at the job, and the guy who had been, after he figured out he could do other things that weren't picking, he was doing everything he could, and I got 2 bays, and I got 3 bays still, and he got 2, and the other guy got 2. And I told the guy, because in the middle, you're usually supposed to have the 3 middle bays, and then I'm supposed to have the last 2 if I'm in the last area. So odd to me how, you know, I've just been kicking ass for the whole day. I didn't even realize. because I usually don't sweat. I usually don't. Even with this job, even when I'm doing my work, you know, it sounds like I'm not doing enough work, but really, truly, I just don't sweat that much. But today, I just felt gross. I feel so gross. Mega gross. Hecka gross. The grossest. Because, I don't know, I was just really working it, and my throat hurts, and, you know, funnily enough, I'm still speaking. My throat hurts from talking so damn much. Not talking. Singing. I was singing to try to be like, you know, not think about how angry I started to get. Because get this, toward the end, when we were in there's 10% left, which can still take an hour. It's like 5% every 30 minutes. So if you're kicking ass. So, me and the other guy were now clearing the line. Awesome, love it. Now we can clear the line faster if this guy helped us, but instead he says, first of all, he leaves and I don't know where he went. We both don't know where he went. He was just gone for like seven minutes. What felt like 7 minutes. And I was like, by the time he gets back, we're gonna be done. And the other guy was like, yeah. And then when he did come back, he goes, I'm just gonna take the boxes, which by the way, he took the boxes like an hour ago. He goes, I'm just gonna take the boxes. We're at like 98%, so it's not a problem. And I felt bad for leaving it the way I did last time. I don't know about you guys, but it sounds pretty suspicious. Suspicious. Sounds sus. Why? Because you should be helping. We're just gonna clean afterward. We're all gonna clean afterward. Why would you take the boxes for the last time when we're still putting boxes in the box areas? Or we need those, but no, I was peeved off and kind of just thought it'd be easier if he was not there. So, and honestly, he seemed like he was really nice, and he wasn't, I'm trying to assume he wasn't doing it for selfish purposes, but, what I'm assuming is, he was just like, oh, they can do this, we only have a few percentage left, they could get it done. But what it really felt like was that, did I tell you guys that I gave him that third bay, and I was like, hey, since you're just pushing more totes at me, and this spot isn't getting done since I have so much to do over here. If you want to take these two, I was like, if you want to take these two, not these two, this bay from me, oops, I have my, I must have anxiously touched my turn button, my blinker, guys. Anyhow, words, guys, am I right? But my brain was empty there for a second. It was just funny to me. This guy kept disappearing toward the end, and that road's called Martin Sausage. Sorry. He kept leaving. I'm like, does he realize that this affects his rate? Making rate is the only way you keep the job. And making rate is what you get when you pick up a lot of stuff quickly. If you're picking up nothing, you're not making rate. If you're picking up nothing for 15 minutes, that dips into your rate. That's like taking a break. But if you take it twice within 2 hours, that's 30 minutes. That's an entire break worth of rate. Except they know you're not supposed to be on break, so now it just looks like a suspiciously long time away from your job where you're supposed to be working. And also, instead of asking any questions about anything, you just like assume certain things. And what I mean by this is if the light for the item isn't working, I'm trying to explain this for anyone watching who may be like, what the frick? I do factory job, by the way. Anyway, if the light underneath the item isn't working, that's how it tells you what item to get. You look behind you and there is a light flashing, and then you know, I pick up that item. Well, if that light doesn't work, it just tells you what area it's in, and on the sticker up below the item to tell you what the item is, to make sure that it's the correct item that you're picking up in the first place, it'll just, like let's say the area that this item is, which is on the sticker, says 103 H30. Okay, H means it's on the top, 30 means it's this way. So it was doing that. You can't click the button, of course, because the light doesn't work. So you're just supposed to put that thing in there and then click next. Well, he didn't know what it was, what to pick up, because there was no light. And none of the things, he couldn't press any of them, and it wasn't clicking next. So he just clicked next without putting it in there. Now, if I could explain to you guys what happens when you mispick, they can't just send the tote that needs that item back. They either have to send it to the company who ordered it without the thing in it, or they have to keep that tote and it goes back in like 30 days later. So really, you are costing the company. Apparently he had 30 mispicks on that. And it only asked for like 1 or 2 each time. So that's 30, basically you can round it out to like 30 to 20 times that he just was like, I don't know what this is, but I'm just, instead of asking the person who is right there, I'm just gonna let it happen. He didn't mind asking questions coming all the way back from throwing away the cardboard to come ask me if he's authorized to use the baler. But I don't know, it felt weird today. I really just had to tell him what to do. It felt odd, I felt like I was teaching him. I'm like, why did you guys send this man down here to Aerosol, who says he's been here once, but obviously does not know what's happening? Whoever was there with him last time, well, they said, first he said he was by himself, but then it didn't add up because he said whoever was with him last time didn't tell him what to do. And I was like, what do you mean you're by yourself, but there was people with you? I didn't say that, of course. He also put up with me singing all night stressfully, so I feel like I owe him a little bit, but I think that's the digs. Like, that's really just keep your eye on CBI. Always exceptional prices and service. ChennyBrothers.com. I don't know, it's the back of a truck. Very funny to me. Okay, so other than that, I would like to also remember that there is this poster in the distribution center, and it's this like eye, and it says, okay, so it's a big eye, and then the word spy is inside of it, and then there's a ... and then there's a magnifying glass over a picture of a crunched up box that has the word fragile on it, and it's like really crunched up, and it says, so it's I spy a damage. I don't know, it's so funny to me. I want to recreate it so bad. It's just like, it's like grainy, and it feels like kindergarten. I spy a damage. I don't know. It's not like they said the word I spy. It was like an eyeball spy a damage. I don't know. Very odd. We have like a huge calendar to look at. The calendar has a whole bunch of pictures on it. It's just pretty nice, pretty fun. You can earn stars for your badge. You can earn a purple badge. You can earn good parking spaces. It's really just like getting red slips and green slips / like gold stars. It's like that at the job. Also, I'm dying of thirst. I really am. And no amount of water has been able to save me. Anyway, I am at the Walmart where my mother works. I will be taking Alex the brother, to an appointment today. This is kind of, I made $120 today though. Of course the government's going to take some for a little while and then give it back at the end of the year. But, that's how much money I made today, so I think it was worth it. 11 hours. There's a Domino's at this Walmart now, so that's kind of funky and fresh. Anyhow, I have to go. So I'm going to stop right here, and then I'm going to pause.